SteelSeries has just taken the biggest leap that I've ever seen when it comes to gaming headsets. We now have a full-on premium wireless gaming headset that can actually compete with some of the much more premium Bluetooth headsets out there while still keeping a significant footprint when it comes to gaming. You have a full-on premium wireless gaming headset with Game Deck that has pretty much everything you could ever need, with the performance and design to back it up. Now all of this does come at a price, $350. We're going to figure out if it's worth that price point in today's video while we stack it up against some of my favorite gaming headsets that are out in today's market, such as the JBL Quantum 800 and the Odyssey Penrose. From the Odyssey Penrose to the Mobius, even the JBL Quantum 800 and my favorite set of Sony headphones. On paper, the Arctis Nova checks off pretty much everything for me, but how does that actually translate to real-world use? Now, if you guys actually think about it, since the SteelSeries Arctis 7 and the Arctis Pro Wireless came out, we've only seen minor tweaks to the lineup, nothing really significant. This guy, on the other hand, looks like he's from a different planet, and it looks absolutely amazing. It even looks better than most Bluetooth gaming headsets that are out in today's market, or Bluetooth headsets in general, which lets you take this pretty much anywhere with you and fit in. You now have an all-in-one premium wireless gaming headset that's perfect for gaming, listening to music, and watching movies. I never thought I'd see this day, to be quite honest with you guys. Now, it does also come in a few different designs. If you don't need a wireless design, you can pick up the Nova Pro for $250, but you will have to run a cable from the headset to the DAC at all times, which is a hard pass for me as a wireless junkie. But you do get high-res audio just like with the Arctis Pro with Game Deck that we checked out a few weeks ago. Now, unless you're running standalone and Bluetooth, which you can on PC for gaming, you will have to use that Game Deck, especially when it comes to using it on your consoles. Now, this new refresh has a rounded side, a dial, 2 buttons, and a battery compartment for charging. On the back, you have 2 USB Type-C ports and ports for both your line in and out when it comes to 3.5mm connections. Perfect for streaming and gaming. Now, if you are someone who's just starting off with streaming and gaming, you know what's just as important and something I wish I would have had a long time ago is a one-stop shop that let me fully customize my stream and really make it pop and take it to the next level. With graphics titles, emotes, animations, camera overlays, pretty much anything you could ever think of on a budget, Own.tv has got you guys covered for it. Own.tv is who I've used in the past and has been my go-to for everything when it comes to graphics and templates such as animated screens, badges, Stream Deck icons, and overlays to keep you looking crisp when going live or recording your videos. What's even more appealing is the ease of use you get when checking out and customizing everything to set the aesthetic you're going for in your setup. Best of all, I've got you guys covered with a 50% off coupon if you use my coupon code and link that's down below in the description. So make sure you guys check that out once this video is over, and thank you to Own.tv for sponsoring this segment of today's episode. Now, one important factor I'd like to mention when you make your decision when picking up this headset, you do also have an Xbox version for this, which I'd actually recommend you pick up if you obviously have an Xbox or plan on picking one up, because you can use that headset with PC and PS5. However, if you pick up the PS5 and PC version, you won't be able to use your Xbox with it, so keep that in mind. When it comes to design, this thing screams premium, but it doesn't forget about its ancestors. You still have an elastic headband to go with its matte black and gunmetal design. The leatherette ear cups feel super comfortable and are an upgrade in my opinion to the memory foam we got on the previous models. One thing that stands out for me with this sick design is that it's also very minimalist. The left ear cup has a power button, mic mute button, and a volume wheel with a retractable mic that doesn't even look like it's there. At the bottom, you have a 3.5mm port for a wired connection, and your USB Type-C charging port is hidden under the logo on the ear cup. The right ear cup has your Bluetooth button and slot for your battery pack. Now, speaking of battery packs, I got some serious hate for my review on the Arctis Pro Wireless when it came to the idea of swapping out batteries and the comments that I made. Clearly, I was misunderstood. The point I was trying to make was, overall, a 20-hour battery life was outdated and needed to be refreshed since the lineup was looking somewhat stale at that $330 price target. With that headset, you had 2 10-hour battery packs you could swap out. Now, you get 2 22-hour battery packs for a total of 40+ hours of battery life you can hot swap while the other is charging, which is absolutely sick and much more modern in my opinion, and that's the refresh I was talking about. It wasn't the idea that I hated swapping battery packs. So a lot of you guys misunderstood me with that. What I actually meant was the battery pack itself was outdated with the battery life. Since most headsets out there had 30-40 hours for battery life, we now have 40+ hours with this, thanks to 2 22-hour batteries that we can hot swap whenever we want. Now, before with the Arctis Pro Wireless, we got a ski goggle type headband with the ability to only extend that band. This time around, the band feels much more premium, and the headset itself actually extends to fit pretty much every gamer out in today's market, while also providing a super comfortable fit with a nice seal. And when it came to performance, the headset met all of my expectations. From sound quality to gaming performance, this thing was right on par with my favorite gaming headsets that are out in today's market. But in comparison to something like the Penrose or Mobius, this only has 40mm drivers, while those two have 100mm planar magnetic drivers. So both of those headsets do get much louder than this model. Now, I did go ahead and test this out on some of my favorite games, from Halo to Warzone to Apex. From footsteps to gunfights and explosions off into the distance, this new model did not disappoint one bit. And this was with a default landscape before I actually dove into the software and started doing some tweaking of my own. Now, one thing in particular that stood out for me was how well this headset balanced audio from different audio files. Whether I was listening to music on my phone while playing on PC, talking to friends in Discord, party chat, whatever it was, overall, everything was balanced and streamlined and it worked really well. Not to mention, if I disconnected from my PC, it did not turn off my Bluetooth on my phone. The music still kept going, and then I would reconnect to my PC, play the same game, and it works seamlessly, which is absolutely amazing. Same thing with Discord and talking to friends. Not to mention, music performance on this headset sounded better than 95% of the gaming headsets that I've used in recent years. Now, if you have used the Arctis Pro Plus Game Deck, you should have a pretty good idea of what to expect with this newer model. It still has a black and white OLED screen that by default displays your headset's battery level and overall volume. You plug your PC or console into the deck through a USB Type-C port, and that's pretty much it. You can switch audio inputs, set Bluetooth pairing, adjust your mic, and shift audio to different speakers, all at the touch of a button. And for those of you wondering, yes, you can pair the headset through Bluetooth directly to any device without actually having to use the game deck. Now, if you like to adjust your settings, presets, and play with your equalizer, you can directly do that off the game deck without having to go into the software. Now, that works great if your game deck is close to your PC. I'm not sure how it would work if, say, I'm 25 feet away from my theater behind me. In that case scenario, it'd be hard to see the game deck and I wouldn't be able to adjust it really easily. But once you're set, you're set. You really don't have to play with it. I just want to know for you guys that if you want to, you can play with those settings on your game deck without actually having to go into the software itself. Now, in my testing with the active noise cancellation, I was able to block out pretty much all of the humming, the fans in the game room, stuff like that, but I was still able to hear people screaming in the background, police cars driving by, and lawnmowers outside, which kind of defeats the purpose of active noise cancellation unless you're above half volume, which we'll talk about in the game room. But by now you're probably wondering, well, how does the microphone quality sound? And to be quite honest, I'm curious to know myself, especially at $350. Let's go ahead and take this thing up into the game room and stack it up against some of my favorite gaming headsets out in today's market. Well, we also see how much background noise and keyboard clicks the microphone on this headset actually picks up. Now, while we're here, let's cover sound isolation, the active noise cancellation, and noise bleeding. Now, as long as you're above half volume, you guys should be fine. Like I mentioned earlier, there is active noise cancellation, but it only really does a good job at blocking out background noise like humming and fans and stuff like that. If people are still screaming in the background or sirens are going off, you will still be able to hear that stuff unless you're above half volume. That's when it kind of tapers away and it gives you that more immersive experience. So as long as you guys, which I'm assuming are playing with the music or the gaming volume at above half, you guys will be fine with that. At the same time, you do have a tighter fit with these, which isn't really bad as far as clamping force goes. So if you're someone that's wearing glasses, you guys will have a decent fit with this. And with that clamping force, it also provides a nice seal around the ear cups, so you guys won't experience any noise bleeding with this headset. So keep that in mind. Something else you might be wondering about, ear sweat. Now, unfortunately for me, in my longer gaming sessions, I did experience slightly more ear sweat with this headset than most typical gaming headsets that we've checked out here in the past couple of months, which is still fine. I mean, for me, it's not really that big of a deal. And I'm talking about 6 to 8 hours of gaming. I mean, after about an hour or two, I mean, you still should be fine. But for me, in the longer gaming sessions, I did experience some ear sweat. Now, you guys know the drill. Soundproof game room. Currently, I'm talking to you guys on the Shure MV7. Let's go ahead and switch over to the microphone on the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless gaming headset so you guys can see what it sounds like in comparison. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless gaming headset. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and only if you end up liking this video, please make sure you smash that like button for me. Now let's go ahead and stack up the microphone quality on this headset versus the Odyssey Penrose, the Odyssey Mobius, the JBL Quantum 800, the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless, and we'll throw in the Corsair HS80 wireless gaming headset. Let me know down below in the comment section which one of them you think sounds the best. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the JBL Quantum 800 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Corsair HS80 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Penrose wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Mobius gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the JBL Quantum 800 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Corsair HS80 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Penrose wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Mobius gaming headset, and in my opinion is the best sounding microphone out of any gaming headset out in today's market. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know down below in the comment section which one of these you guys think sounds the best. Now, unlike most headsets out in today's market, with that microphone mute button, you can actually see on top of the microphone here when it's on and when it's off. So it's definitely a nice feature. You can actually tell when your microphone's on and off. With other headsets, sometimes it's behind the ear cup on the bottom of the microphone. It just doesn't make sense. With this one, it makes total sense, and it looks amazing in my opinion, and it's placed very well. Now, another test I like doing for you guys is to see how much keyboard clicking the microphones on these headsets pick up. So we're about 1.5 feet away from the keyboard here. It doesn't seem to be picking up anything, which is really good. It may pick up a little bit when I start talking because that's when my noise gate opens up. But yeah, whether you're talking to your friends in Discord, party chat, game chat, you plan on streaming, recording, doing anything with the microphone on this headset, that's what the microphone quality sounds like, and that's how much keyboard clicking it actually picks up.
Now, there is a lot to love about this new model. Something about having a headset that checks out pretty much every box that I could ever think of in any scenario is a dream come true for me. The only thing possibly holding this headset back is a $350 price tag for some consumers out there. But is it really a setback for everything that you get?
Honestly, I don't think so. This is my favorite gaming headset that I've checked out in a very long time, and it's going to be my go-to moving forward for gaming, listening to music, watching movies, travel, pretty much anything you could think of. This is by far my favorite headset that I've checked out in a very, very long time. But if you are on a budget, and if you want something for more than half the price, that's just as good with better active noise cancellation, the JBL Quantum 800 is definitely my recommendation for you guys. You guys know I've been recommending this headset to most gamers out there over the past year and a half. This thing is absolutely fantastic. It is slightly bulkier. Battery life is around 10 to 12 hours, which isn't the best, but you can use it with a wire connection when the battery's dead. So that's also a plus for you guys. For software, LEDs, anything across the board, full customization, and a headset that's amazing for footsteps, all around. If it wasn't for the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro, I'd still be rocking my JBL Quantum 800. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. And if you have any questions, let me know down below, where you'll also find the links to everything that we covered in today's episode. If you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Detroit Fury. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button for me, subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, it really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.